Roseland, do they sell trees? Do they say Roseland, Christmas trees, do they sell Christmas
I don't
trees?
think so, no,
No.
no.
How many town sells
We
Christmas
get
trees?
somebody
Each farm
around.
sells Christmas trees, but they're not gonna be open
Kids,
this year. There's just a bunch of Christmas trees sitting there. I like wish so bad that we could do something. Same with all the harvest, like the stuff at the actual farm.
Or we get one of these farms around here to donate a tree to us.
It's not about the,
Want
No,
a
the-
tree.
yeah, we
The
just
top-
want the clippings,
Well-
but the Boy Scouts, they, sell trees, so when they cut the tree,
The bottom,
the
yeah.
bottom of it, they cut some of those clippings off, so that's all we really
That is what you
need.
need. Yep.
So,
Where do they sell?
I actually, so I don't, do the Acushnet Boy Scouts do the tree selling? I know Fairhaven does it. I don't remember
They
Acushnet
don't.
doing it, but maybe they do do it at Pope Park.
and at
Chase
Pope Park,
I think
I
they do
think,
it, somebody does it at Pope Park.
yeah, somebody does it at Pope Park, and I think it's a baseball team
Maybe
maybe.
it's the baseball team, that's what,
So
I
we
don't think
can,
it's
I
Boy
can
Scouts.
ask them too,
Yeah,
if they can donate and whoever else.
yeah, but I can get in touch with my
Okay,
Cub Scout troop and see if they know, like,
Who does it?
Fairhaven will give it
Okay.
to us, or, you know what I mean, like, who does it, or if they even do, if Acushnet themselves do it. But, so yeah, you're right, I think it is maybe the baseball team.
all right. And then, right now in our budget, we have $753 left.
Okay.
Okay, and then, because we had to get mulch for,
Mhm.
the
Around
town,
here,
yeah,
it's Bonnie Way,
Yeah.
all those gardens over there.
so, and so that was $40, and then 207 for the 4 trees, so that's 247,
Mhm.
Okay.
okay? And then we have to pick, did you pick where you wanted to put those trees?
Well, I was looking around town, we had mentioned along the river road
We
there.
could do that,
We could do them over there.
or South Main Street,
Everything is sidewalks, everything has sidewalks,
okay.
you know, that's,
Yeah, there's no spots on South Main? No.
yeah,
Nothing?
everywhere you look, I've driven everywhere around here, everything has sidewalks. So we have to get DPW to get in there
Okay,
and break up the sidewalk.
yeah,
if we're not
they're
planting a
not
tree.
gonna do that.
They're not gonna do that.
No.
They don't have, every time we ask them for something, they don't have to help.
Alright.
So it's on us to do it.
Okay.
That's what it's gonna be.
And
So,
direct what-
yeah, just,
So we have to get some, I wanna go to Roseland, and I wanna get some soil, cause I'm gonna mix that in, you know, so
Right.
I'm gonna go there, you girls, I'll let you know when I'm gonna go. You can pick up a shovel with me, or give me,
well, this kid can't.
no, but you can stay and supervise,
Oh, I'm good at that.
all right?
I can't pick up a shovel, I have a compressed fracture to the spine, so that's
Oh,
not
that's-
happening.
yeah.
To be honest with you,
So wait, along, which river, the?
River Road.
Is it River Road?
River Road.
Oh,
Mhm.
And when do you want to do this?
Well,
We
this
have to
weekend,
do it soon.
well, this weekend I won't be here. Next weekend I'll do it, this weekend, I can do it during next week. I can do it during the day.
as far as planting, because I know we talked, I reached out to the Boy Scouts
Yeah.
about helping planting, and they're interested, they just need to know these details, they need to know how many trees, where, and then when.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So I don't know if, they never told me if like a weekday works better for them, or a weekend, do you want me to find that
Yeah,
information
find
out?
out, yeah, find
Okay.
out.
Find out, let me know.
And let you know, because you're just flexible, right? So
Yeah.
that when they can do it, we can do it, kind of thing?
We planted trees and we planted trees in New Bedford last year.
Yeah.
And the Boy Scouts from Acushnet were there.
They were, yeah,
They were there.
they're interested for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know if my Cub
Okay.
Scout
I
troop
got
will
the
be there,
guy,
but,
I got the scout leader's number.
oh, is it Joe?
I'm not sure who.
Yeah, I think Joe is the one that oversees the Boy Scouts, and then Cub Scouts is Matt, who's the firefighter, I believe. But I was also gonna get my Daisy troop involved, it's just, they're like 5 and 6 years old, so I don't know how much
So
help
cute.
they would be. It also depends on like the road, I don't know what
Yeah.
that road is, if it's too dangerous, like too
Right.
close to cars, like I wouldn't wanna subject them to that, I guess, but anyway, the Boy Scouts, which are the
Okay.
older kids, the teens, they
Yeah.
are willing to
They're not
help out.
gonna run in the street,
Yeah,
right?
and they'll be helpful with,
Right,
with Dave.
exactly.
So,
But I like to get somebody else's opinion before I dig in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, we can do
So
that.
next week,
Well, why don't you go and just put like a stake
Like
or
a
something?
marker?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't,
Yeah.
we can, I don't know what your plans are, like I can tell you what my schedule is. Just tell me the days that you're available and I'll let you know if I can too.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Must be great to be
I
retired.
know, right?
It is, actually, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday I can't in the morning.
I can
In the
do
afternoon.
Monday,
I can do Monday.
What time?
in the morning though, I have to do
Morning?
the morning, yeah.
All right, do them all. How about you, Jimmy?
Yep.
All right, morning. How
What
about
time?
Monday, this Monday at 9 o'clock?
Where?
Good?
Where?
Are you
River
okay
Road.
with that, Kelsey?
I'm okay with that, yeah, and I might even be able to make a Monday at 9. to
Oh,
come.
perfect,
Okay.
all right,
I'll
let's
try,
do.
I'll attempt, it just depends on my work, if they throw a meeting on my schedule, then I have to be like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But,
So we're gonna meet
River
on
Road.
River Road.
River Road, there's that section there that used to be a parking lot.
I have no clue.
Actually, that's off of Slocum, right?
Yes, that's off of Fulton.
I don't leave my little corner.
So where,
You go down before you take a, before you get to the bridge, you take a
take
right.
a, yeah, you take a right.
You
Okay.
take a right
Before
and
the bridge?
That's not River Road though, that's, isn't that James, not James,
no, that's,
you sure that's River
that's River
Road?
Road.
Okay,
That's River Road on this side, River Road's on the other side too.
Okay.
There's two River Roads,
okay,
one in Acushnet and one in New Bedford.
okay. Tree placement, 9 o'clock.
I wish I knew where this bridge is.
All right, so is it at the,
Yeah, so
at
right
this end
before
or
you,
this end are we going to?
Well, if you go down Slocum,
Go down
Go down
Slocum?
you
Slocum.
take a right before you get to the bridge.
Before you get to the bridge?
yeah,
Don't
Okay.
go over the bridge, because that's the other, that's New Bedford.
Are you talking about River Street?
River Road?
River Street. Well,
There's
Street-
River
It says River
Road,
Road
that's
and River
over the
Street.
bridge, and
Street.
then River Street.
It's
is
Street
River
is on
Street.
out, yeah, street
Yeah,
is
River
on
Street.
outside.
Okay, it's to River Street.
Yeah.
All right, so take a right before the bridge.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's River Street.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
okay, and that brings you to,
and then there's a little area
There's
there
a lot.
along the river.
Yeah,
Okay.
between Slocum and Jean.
Yes, exactly, that's what I
And
was
then
thinking,
further.
Jean
And
Street,
then
yeah.
all
Jean
along
Street, yeah.
that
and
River
sorry.
Street.
Okay,
So you, yeah, so you're talking about the River Street here, this is where you're trying to
That's
put
right,
these trees?
that's right,
Yeah,
right
okay.
there.
yep,
Right there. That's where the parking lot is there,
Okay,
right here, that's the parking lot.
That's a parking lot.
Right this way here.
oh, okay, so there's no trees there currently?
There's a
Just a
few,
couple, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad we can't put these on South Main.
I know,
So
right?
nice.
Well, we get a couple, we
I
get
feel like
four,
that's so hidden over there.
we get 4 trees in anyway, and just to show the town we can do this, we can do
Oh, okay,
this.
that's, yeah, that's
You know what I
what
mean?
Acushnet.
You can do this.
Cemetery. Well, is that a town cemetery?
This one right over here?
Acushnet Cemetery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not, I don't think there's a lot of trees in front of that on the road, no, between the
Yeah.
entrance.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Maybe there's some, for future.
Yeah,
Yeah, for more.
because if
yeah.
we have leftover money, like
Yeah.
I'm trying to skimp, like I'm trying to get everything I possibly can for free because we don't have
Right.
a decent budget.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, if we had a
but if we keep doing
$3,000,
stuff, they'll give us more, so.
right? So if we had a $3,000 budget, we could do a heck of a lot more and buy more things and things like that.
Right. And the other thing though to keep in mind, when we plant these trees, then we have to tend to them, at least for the
For
first
the
year or
first
so.
year.
First year, we have to
First
water
year,
them.
Right, and there's only 4 of us, so we don't want to get too much.
I know someone who's
Excited.
retired,
Well, you know what I used to do for Buds and Big Coalition?
and you could get jugs of water.
Well, they use the town water, that's why we have
Right.
the hose over here.
Right.
We have that set up over here, because if you go to your house, you have to pay for your water.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta get the
Yeah.
water here, or get the water from the cemetery,
Right.
or somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
so, I mean, every once in a while I could do,
You pick a day, I had Wednesday, when we planted in the sawmill, no, it wasn't a sawmill, it was off of Hamlin Road.
oh, yeah.
It was Buzzards Bay Coalition
Yeah.
property they purchased, and we planted a bunch of trees in the back, and there was a creek there, and that's where we got our water from. But every Wednesday we went there. You know, so,
We'd have to make a plan
Yeah.
on maintaining, at least for the
Yeah,
first
and
year.
Well, if
Again,
we're
my
gonna plant
days are-
these,
My days do
Soon.
come up with that stuff too, so.
Okay.
and then it's the time, this is the time to plant trees anyway, because they
Right
don't
now.
use,
It
they
is,
go
well,
dormant.
yeah.
They go dormant,
Yeah.
they don't need any water
right,
Yeah,
until the spring.
yeah.
all right, so,
We get them in, I'll take care of them.
Okay,
okay,
I'll write that in the minutes.
okay.
Write that down.
All right,
I've
I,
been over here, I've been watering.
Eric will take care of the trees, exclamation, because Nancy does not have time right now.
Just reach out to me if you ever were buying too, my Daisy Trip will take care of it.
We'll take care of them.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I just don't want us to bite up more than we can chew.
That's right, that's why I only got 3 or 4,
Yeah.
so I got 4, yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
They're beautiful.
I bet.
They're beautiful. They're
Any
nine-
other-
They're 9 feet tall.
Oh, wow, they are 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're 9 feet
Wow,
tall.
those are big babies. Yep.
That's why I had it down. And they had plenty more, like you said, they had a lot of lows too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
As far as Christmas decorations, what about, I don't know what was here before, and I don't know what you have to put up with other than lights, but if you wanted to do wreaths on the front doors, the 2 front doors,
That would be pretty. That'd
do
be
we have
very-
anything to hang wreaths?
Can't we just use the wreath hooks?
I don't know, can we?
For the town hall doors?
Yeah.
Gonna interfere with their locking mechanisms or anything?
Or
I don't know.
are they too thick? I mean, that's something we could look into, and then that we'd have to buy.
Yeah, we
Somebody's
could-
good at making wreaths.
We got, maybe they have them in the
I can-
garage over here, maybe they have,
Yeah.
things they used to have.
We should
Right.
look and see what they have.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to budget for 2 wreaths too, right?
I would,
If they don't have
I think
any.
that would be pretty.
And we can I'll get the bows, so I'll get I'll do this. So we'll get the wreaths, the bows, and then if we need something to hang it with, maybe we can just do that, the 3M hooks.
Mhm. If they let you put that in. And I don't know what they do, how those do in cold weather.
I don't either, so
You might find out.
we might have to put the 3M hooks on the inside, get a ribbon, and then hang it over
Yeah.
the door. And I don't think that would really mess with the mechanism.
It definitely won't be a problem
So-
with the temperature that way.
So we'll figure that out.
Okay.
So 2 wreath bows, 3M hooks, me. So I'll take care of that, and then I can come and I can hang that on December 1st, or whatever day it's.
First is Friday.
Let's see, November. So I can do it the day after Thanksgiving because I have no
Yeah.
life, so. So I'll do it on November 29th. I'll make sure it's done.
29, okay.
All right, hang. And then I think we should really start thinking about, like, in the next 2 weeks, by November 1st, the lights and all that. My other question is, what color lights do you have? Do you have white?
Multi-color,
We're gonna do multi? Okay.
but, yeah,
Big ones or little ones?
a mixture.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so we got multi-lights, so just so I know what color to get the ribbons, like I kinda wanna match it up.
Yeah.
Now, do they, I'm trying to remember what I've seen, is there a spotlight that shines on the building in a
I
way?
think,
Doesn't that ring a bell?
I feel like there is.
I do
It
too.
must be.
All right, I'll ask.
We can check. Can we go outside, right?
There's not one now, but I think
No?
at the holidays, I think
Oh,
there's
in
a
the hall. Oh, I
spotlight.
thought they had one all the
Which
time.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing one out there, but for some reason, I think during the holidays, there is one.
I'd like to get a season's greetings banner.
What, for the town hall, like in between the
Yeah, like a,
poles? Columns, whatever they're called.
no, just like out front.
Oh, like in the grass, like one of those.
Yeah, like, or even make one up with like plywood and
Yeah.
I have a cricket, maybe I can
I do
paint
too.
it and
I have a cameo.
maybe we can put our heads together and like make a big plywood sign and it has like season's greetings from the town of Acushnet or whatever.
Why not?
All right.
Where would it go?
In the front of the town hall somewhere, like, you know, over here
I
where.
have no idea where this is.
I know, I know.
Oh, all right, so this is the front of the
Just the front
building.
right here.
This is the
Maybe right
side.
over
This
here.
is South Main?
on
Yeah,
South
so
Main.
like when the cars pull up to the
Okay.
stop sign, you can see
See
it or
something there.
something like that.
All right.
Back in the day, they had like an old wooden sled, like a.
I know, I
red
love it. I
sled.
just saw somebody selling like the old sleds for like $1,200. I wanted to buy.
You should go by my house. You went by before.
It's a new one, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just bought a sled and a wagon.
It's like a vintage sled, but
Yeah.
like the guy was
Yeah.
selling them from like Rochester or something. It was like,
So, yeah, that's way beyond our budget.
I know.
But my grandfather used to have one and he donated it to the town of Fairhaven.
That's cool.
And this was 30 years ago.
Right, right.
So
I bet you $1 million I could ask all things to Acushnet to be like, does anybody have an old sled that we could use?
Just for the holiday.
Yeah.
There might be someone that does
There really
have
might.
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, they got a Facebook page, don't they? Does town have a Facebook page?
Yeah, they do.
There you
I
go.
can, I'll ask Sydney,
If she
she's
can-
in charge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
Sydney
Post that and I can share it to the residents group.
for sled or any Christmas props.
Yeah. Like, yeah, big display.
Big, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, it's great that the fire department has it, but I really think the town hall needs to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every town hall I've been to, they're lit up like a Christmas tree. It looks beautiful.
No pun intended.
And this one, you know, isn't.
Yeah, I think they just put
So-
a wreath on the front, up on
Yeah.
the top of the roof. I've seen them do that, but.
So I think that would be cute. And I've seen, I don't know if we can do this, but down near Pope Park, kind of across from Acushnet Creamery, a few of the houses did like the candy.
Yes,
run.
so the
That looks
power company,
so-
Rob, the guy that I'm friends with from Eversource, he was like, no one's supposed to do that, like, you're not allowed to do that, but I thought it was the cutest thing too. And it's like I think you could just, it's one of those things, ask for, what is it?
Permission.
Permission or forgiveness. I forget what the phrase is. What the heck is the phrase?
Don't ask for
Yeah.
permission, but ask for forgiveness.
Forgiveness
Is
later.
that
or
something like
Why
that?
can't I remember what that is? It's so common. But, one of those things, you know what I mean? But
Right.
if he hears me, if he watches these meetings, he's gonna be like,
That's funny.
But-
So,
yeah,
So,
it is
but
really cute.
It is wicked cute.
There's just no, like, person, homeowner, or whatever, is supposed to like touch the poles just out of like liability, for liability.
Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah.
they don't want any
So,
hooks and on.
Are
Same
you
with
gonna
signs.
put lights on them or just the ribbon?
They wrapped lights, red and green. I mean,
Red and white.
red and
And
white.
it looked like candy canes. It was
The whole
the
town did it.
cutest
And were
thing.
they solar or were they plug-ins?
I don't know. Some people did plug-ins because they could do that from their front yard, but I'm not sure about
The
people
solar
who
ones
prefer
are
away.
wicked expensive.
Yeah.
They don't last.
They don't last. I had some solar ones
I
and
did
they're
solar for
really
a few
dim.
years. They're
Yeah.
dim and they, if you get 3 years out of them, you're
Yeah.
lucky. And
Yeah.
they're like very, very, I mean, $50 for 50 lights.
Yes,
That type
it
of
is
thing.
expensive.
But they're only good for, so I would not recommend.
Okay,
We don't, the technology's not there yet,
yeah.
so.
And I don't really think that, I don't know.
So you have to plug in
It's
some.
wishful thinking for a lot of the stuff, so let's hope that we have some townspeople that come through for
Well, you
us.
throw enough out there. You know,
Right,
The idea of requesting, I mean, people look for places to put this stuff when they're done with
Right.
it, so if
Yeah,
the
definitely.
town will take it,
Yeah.
yeah,
you know.
so, all right, cool. Any other, ideas or?
On the idea of beautification ideas, I mean, we do a lot of traveling by car mostly, and we go through a lot of small towns, small town USA, tons of them. And one of the things that I notice in going through them and seeing those that catch your eye as being quintessential,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Americana, isn't so much as the flags or the flower pots, but they're clean. The gutters are clean, there's no weeds, there's people, individuals are taking pride in their frontage.
Yeah.
More or less. And then it came through looking at Acushnet with those same eyes, and you look at
And
it.
there's weeds everywhere.
There is, but there are people that do a nice job
Mhm.
in front of their properties, like the bank,
Right.
like the mobile station. I mean,
Right.
that's a huge improvement, I mean,
Yeah.
as far as beautification, and they keep
It was
it up.
nice. Yeah.
The people, okay, this is so.
Self-made.
This is
Yeah,
self-made, this
that's
is
the
made.
front.
People with the pots in front of their houses, those are beautiful, and they keep their front yard nice, and the weeds are gone.
Right,
I think you have to start kind of there I don't know how we do it, I don't know how we get the town or individuals interested, I don't know if we highlight people that have done a nice job.
That might be a good idea. It's positive reinforcement.
Right, notification of, recognizing
town,
what they're
yeah.
doing, that they're helping to
Post a
make the
picture,
town look
yeah.
nice. And to me, that was the biggest thing, was the weeds and cleaning up. in
The clean, the
town.
streets are clean.
Yeah, yeah.
I go up and down Slocum Street, I do it myself, I have a bucket and
Right.
some grabbers.
It makes a huge
And
difference.
I do it. I don't ask, I did that when I first moved here, I printed it out, I had the Jean, Hope, and Slocum, and I put, notices in everybody's door. that I was gonna have on a certain day. I had Dunkin' Donuts give us donuts and coffee, and a couple of people showed up. So we did 3 streets, we came up here, we did up around here,
Yeah.
you know?
So what if next spring, we kind of put it out there, maybe on there's that board.
That board
like a
right here,
board out there.
a clean up.
Just do, I know there's Earth Day, but this is, we can make up a name like Weed Pulling Day, or, something.
Clean your sidewalk today.
Yeah, years ago, people used to come out and clean their own sidewalk. The old businesses on Acushnet Avenue,
Yeah.
they used to come out and they clean their own,
And
store owners.
and a lot of them do. I mean, if you look up and down, you'll see this one does it, this one doesn't.
Yeah.
Donuts does very well.
Mhm.
You run into problems with people that are renting. So if they're in a rental home, whether it's multifamily or not,
Right.
and the owner doesn't live there, then they're saying, well, I'm not gonna do it
You
because.
you see that in New Bedford all the time.
Right, right.
Mhm.
So unless you get someone that is really into it more, then they'll take the effort. But, I mean, you can kind of understand sometimes these, I think it's there.
Right.
So then, you have to figure out where does the onus fall upon? Would it be us or would it be some town
Yeah, then
agency?
we just have to pretty much pick up the slack.
Right.
For the slackers, right?
Right. And then maybe put something there that will keep the stuff from coming back.
Yeah, you spray it.
Salt even, salt and vinegar is a really good.
Right.
Non-lethal, I think, to use. That will keep it at bay for a little while anyways, and it's cheap. So, maybe put something out there that people need assistance, they can call a number, or if
Okay.
they, just something, a place to start. And then that kind of starts the conversation of town beautification, and okay, now we've got that under control. They know that there's an entity in town that is interested in
Right.
Having eyes on
place that-
things, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to take my grandson to Vermont,
Okay.
and there's all these cute little quaint towns. I'm gonna take pictures of what the towns look like and show you what I feel Acushnet could look like.
Mhm.
And that's with the signs.
Right.
And then there's, certain companies that are in town that honestly, their establishment looks horrible. Horrible. So we need to kind of figure out a way to,
Well, again, that could be done on the positive reinforcement side,
Right.
where we have companies that are very environmentally aware.
but I'm not
of-
passive aggressive, it is what it is.
Right, but if attention can be brought to them, which is almost like free advertising,
Yeah,
saying
very true.
X, Y, and Z, thank you for, helping our town look
Right.
great, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And you're not mentioning other businesses because, you might
Well,
make a good hamburger. but,
Obviously, they really don't care.
Probably.
So,
Well, they don't
like,
see it. Some people don't see it. They,
oh, I see it.
oh, right. Some people don't though. They're oblivious to that sort of thing.
Yeah,
And maybe just bringing it out in the open or making it aware that people are looking at that type
right,
of thing. You gotta start small and kind of build it up and
yeah,
get people interested in making it look nicer than it is.
Right.
We can look
like,
back.
Captain's Place, the exterior looks really nice. They have pots with plants and it looks really nice. But you go north Acushnet and,
We don't have sidewalks in North. We don't have weeds.
but take a ride and see.
I live up there,
Yeah,
and it's.
What roads are those? I don't even know what north. Aren't we north of Acushnet? Is it?
no, it's south,
Wait a minute, Middle Road, you mean? Or
Main Street.
Main Street up?
Yeah, take a ride.
Oh, you see it, you see
If there's
what's
no
up there, I
sidewalks,
mean-
there's nothing you can do with that.
No,
Yeah,
Perry-
but
Perry-
there's just, the building needs painting
Perry Hill is north, isn't
and,
it?
Well, trying to think how far up you think.
Yeah.
Some on Perry Hill Road, up that way?
Up
Yeah.
further north.
Yeah, so Perry Hill is like up here. That's north, right?
Yeah, that's
up-
north.
But there's another 5 miles above that. Maybe not.
Yeah, I guess we're like
Where Ashland
we're like
is.
east, northeast.
Where, the where? Oh, well, yeah.
What did you write down?
Yeah, that's probably older than most of the
Oh.
town itself.
but still,
I
Yeah.
know, it's there, but there are things like that in every town, everywhere.
yeah.
Mhm.
But, yeah, the only thing that I find, and sometimes this is on the town, is rural towns that have no sidewalks like that lots of times the town will mow, I guess to keep the brush down, because if wildlife jumps out and they can't see it, you don't get the
Right,
extra seconds
right.
that you get ahead of time. And I think Acushnet does it once a year, and not necessarily early spring, you know,
Mhm.
or even late spring. Sometimes it's the middle of summer before it gets mowed, so then that tends to make it not look as
Right,
country as it could. For a main road. I mean, 105 is a state road, so how much,
right.
I don't know
And
where
then
the
the other
town
thing is
the
like
line
those
is
big
between
giant, the big giant open flags. Like in the
Oh, yeah, the
cute
tall
little
ones.
quaint, in cute little quaint areas, they have like these, you know, apron chalkboards that like,
Right.
do you know what I'm saying? Just little things like that,
You see that more in a downtown area where it's walkable and there are people that are going there because of the shops and things, where you don't really have that. You don't have a
No.
walking clientele that
Yeah.
goes from house to door to
right,
door. So,
right.
you know, people are trying to make a living with the bigger signs, the bigger the better, but really you just need one open flag sign.
Right.
Don't need 5.
Right,
So,
so,
I don't know.
you know,
There's this fine line between over-regulating some things and,
right,
you know, people trying to make a living.
Yeah, that's the issue too, because people can be like, my property,
Right.
I do what I want.
Down here,
Yeah.
think about that.
Right, they were there
They
here
were
because
there
they
long
want.
before everybody else got
well,
there.
what,
Yeah.
yeah, what about, yeah, there are some places too that like the yards have like a ton of trash, like visible, like it's not even behind the
Yeah, I
property. So what do you, like, what do you do about that? Because honestly,
You can't do anything.
trash brings mice, brings rats, brings
Yeah,
all
I've seen
kinds
people
of
on the page
things.
It's
complain about it
called, it's
sometimes.
called a broken window theory. So
Yeah.
if you see a broken window, you gotta break another window.
Yeah,
And then all of a
that,
sudden, you're gonna have a whole bunch of broken windows. It's the same thing with trash. People throw trash out.
Yeah, but
And if it sits there and without being picked up,
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people go out and pick up in front of their house. I mean, when I
yeah, I
know
don't,
they
there's,
do.
like, Acushnet's not like litter, set, like, I
No,
think you do a good job,
no.
but I know what you're talking about, it's just more of like the yards,
There's,
people's
yeah,
actual
and
physical
there are
yards,
some
like.
town ordinance, I don't know if it's in Acushnet, but I know in other towns, they have a limit, like how many unregistered vehicles.
So
you can have.
that's
Right.
right, it's like the big structures and like the washing machines or like things like that, like appliances.
Appliances, yeah.
There was a house not far from where that had a lot of stuff, and they made them put up a fence to cover it
To
up.
cover
you
it.
don't have to see it.
And then apparently they even had an in-ground swimming pool that they filled with junk. I never saw it, but I was told it. Probably finally sold, I think everybody that lived there died and,
Oh, goodness.
but anyways, they cleaned it up, but I mean, I think it's difficult because, well, you still had that problem in town with the garage that was where the mobile station is now. where
Yeah, everybody complained about
Everybody complained about it, but it was still someone's private property.
It
and
was.
You can have what you want on your private property,
Yeah.
you know, to a point. If it's an eyesore, well, you know, who was there first? And there's that argument. So you kind of have to tread lightly when you start
Oh, for sure.
telling people what they can.
Oh, they're gonna be so
have.
mad.
Yeah.
I see it every day on that.
You're not a
page that
gated community, you don't pay an HOA, you know, to follow certain rules.
Yeah.
You don't sign an agreement when you move into town that you're not gonna do
No,
something.
and people come here to be rural and to not to be left
That's right.
alone. Like
That's
we,
right.
that's why we picked 6 acres on Acushnet. We want to be in a farm town that was going to
Right.
stay a farm town and not be a city or like we wanted
You know,
woods.
Right.
You want the city
Like,
ordinances.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
but then again,
away from neighbors.
you're paying a lot of money in taxes and you really don't, as a resident, I don't wanna look at it.
Right. But this.
No, I get
You know,
yeah.
so there's a like you said, there's a
Very
fine line, and, you know,
But in that case, people would be like, mind your own business. So like, I know it's stuff
It
that
is.
stinks to look at, but
And
that's
it's your
like,
opinion that it's junk.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Or if you
It's
know,
hard.
it doesn't, I had a friend who was selling a property and when they sat up, looked out on their deck and looked into the neighbor's
Oh.
yard, you could see stuff that you didn't want to see. I mean, so they planted a row of trees
Yeah.
to try to hide it. But, you know, they went to the town and everything, there really wasn't anything the town could do about it because it wasn't doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
And he wasn't doing anything.
unless, you know, the beautification committee gets
Right.
approval from the town to plant trees on town property right in front of that house. Because technically, there's so many
Right.
feet from the street,
Right.
yes, that's town owns.
and they have no say.
Yeah. No, you're right, and honestly, I feel like That's a
Those
good-
trees would die very quickly.
That's a good happy
No
medium. Well, no,
classes.
not if we maintain them.
If they didn't want them.
Yeah, but that's a good like compromise in a way because you're not asking these people to pay any money out of pocket.
Right.
Like you're not asking them to do any work. You're technically making their space a little better aside from maybe
And
blocking
throwing
the
up
view
some
of that
arborvitae's or something,
Yeah,
you know?
but not a bad
If it,
like
yeah.
because it's hard here.
I mean, you
especially in
can't
this
tell somebody
day
to put
and
up a fence, I mean.
No, it's
that's
so expensive.
It's expensive,
Yeah.
you know?
You can't ask anybody to spend any of their own money on things that
Right.
they don't care about
Exactly,
right now.
right,
So
right,
Well,
So-
that's down the road. We're gonna have to just,
yeah,
we're gonna
Yeah.
have to solve
that's
that
gonna be a
problem tonight.
long term thing.
just like the signs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's long term too, because it's like, Acushnet wants to stay quaint, but then you're throwing in modern with, you know, modern with country,
Pretty much. Well, you have two zonings.
right,
You've got city zoning and.
right,
So you can almost go with, well, what's allowed here isn't allowed there type of thing too. And that works both ways. But I think as you go down the road for the signage, I think the idea of why you want to do that, or why we want to do that, and becomes more of a discussion topic, say, in town,
Mhm.
especially if it's brought up before
right,
town council, and then those other areas can be addressed as well, so that what's the word I'm looking for? The climate of what we're trying to achieve becomes not a shock to anybody. In other
Right,
words,
right.
It can happen gradually and kind of work our way towards that. So
Right,
that's the goal.
right.
So the other things can come along with that same,
right,
you know, voyage, so to speak. We'll get there.
we will,
Okay.
we will. All right,
I can ask my friend, Russ Wooten, he has clean sweep in the Bedford, that he does once a month all summer, starts in the spring, ends in the fall. And he has all the equipment, so if we could do, I can ask him if they'd come to Acushnet one day.
but
and
it's
do,
gonna cost,
it won't cost anything, it
oh,
won't
okay.
cost anything, it's all a volunteer thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what I mean, it's like your little kids, like you did with your Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Scouts,
Right, but he supplies all the grabbers, he does all that,
okay,
right? And usually, like I say, Dunkin' Donuts has coffee, donates coffee in the morning, and Domino's has pizza at 12 o'clock. All this is all donated by businesses, and we do that in New Bedford 7 times a year.
that's really cool, yeah, I would
What's
love
the name?
that.
called-
What's the name of that company?
It's called Operation Clean Sweep.
Okay.
And they have a Facebook page, and if you go on that page, you can see all that stuff. We can ask him if it get one up here going.
Yeah.
Because they have,
That would be
like,
really
they have,
nice.
like the kids do that.
Yeah, I mean,
A
I
bunch
did the
of
same
them.
thing. I did the spruce up a cushion thing, but it was just the volunteers. Like, I would get like 1 or 2 people show up, and then sometimes I would just be by myself. And I just funded it all out of pocket myself, like with the grabbers and trash bags
Yeah, yeah.
and whatever. And
Yeah.
I had one of the state reps come to one of them one time, but I think it was just him and I that one time. You know what I mean? So like that was just the only issue.
Yeah,
was
and then
the
there's Earth
volunteers.
Day too.
Yeah, well, so the town and I actually, from the Conservation Commission, I believe, Mary, her and I always coordinate every year for a cleanup. And we just, ever since COVID, it kind of, like, they weren't doing it anymore. So, like, I would do it by myself, or, like, through the Spruce Up Acushnet group and page,
Yeah,
because I have people
yeah.
in that group and everything, and, you know, they're all, everything's like, you know, it's all say, and then when it comes time to do, like, not a lot of people show up kind of thing. But, again, it's just, maybe just about re-promoting it or something.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I already have all that
Putting
in
it out
place.
on
Yeah.
Facebook, like
Yeah.
regular Facebook, putting it
Yeah.
out
I
on
call
all
them
things
trash dogs.
Acushnet, and, yeah,
Exactly, that's
So-
when you just set an area, this is what you're gonna do, and you meet somewhere, and then you work from there. You
Yeah.
take this street, I'll
We did
take
it once
that
a month.
street, you know, you do it yourself, so you know how that works.
Yep. I cannot play tic-tac-toe with you. I'm in a meeting.
hey Mom, when are we leaving?
She asked me if I could play tic-tac-toe with her. I'm like, no.
When we're done, I'll play with you, okay?
Wait, save it for her. Okay, don't use it yet.
So,
Okay, so we got a lot done here. We got a lot of talking.
Yeah.
all right,
Oh, is that the alarm?
yeah, that's it.
So one of my questions.
Sure.
I think the way, the format of a meeting was, we're supposed to accept the minutes from the last meeting.
Oh,
In
yes.
other words, was there anything in the minutes that you think didn't
Oh,
happen?
yeah.
Or did anything not get in the minutes that you probably should have?
Right.
So if we would just want to do that and I could put it in and we accept it.
I think we're good. I don't know.
Make a motion.
I motion, you do that.
Make a motion.
Make a motion
Okay.
To do what you just
We
said.
to do what you just said.
We accept the minutes as read.
Okay.
I second
I don't have
it.
to read it, right?
No,
I second
Good.
it.
All right.
no.
All right.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, good, I can put that in there. And do I have to send town hall minutes? Or
No,
I'll just send them to you guys.
yeah.
That's fine. Okay,
If they ask for them,
we got it.
we have them.
All right.
Okay.
Are we adjourned?
Oops. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.